Think American football is just big guys smashing into each other at random. It looks chaotic, it looks violent, but underneath all that, the NFL is closer to a physics lab than a street fight. What you're really watching is a controlled experiment in space, time, and pressure. Every line on the field, every rule about movement, every second on the clock exists for a reason. In this video, you will see how the rules of the NFL are built from logic, science, and game design, not chaos. This isn't sports commentary. This is an anatomy lesson of the game. Field layout and scoring system. Start with the field. A long rectangle, 100 yards of playing space, plus two 10-yard end zones on each side. Those white lines every 5 yards and bold lines every 10 turn the field into a giant measuring device. Why this structure? Because a fixed measurable space lets you track progress like a science experiment. You always know where the ball started and how far it moved. Now the scoring. A touchdown reaching the opponent's end zone with the ball is worth 6 points. After that, you can add 1 point with a short kick or go for 2 points with a riskier play. A field goal, kicking the ball through the post during a drive, is worth 3. A safety, tackling the offense in their own end zone, is 2. The logic is pure game design. Big rewards for reaching the most dangerous area of the field. Medium reward for long distance kicking skill. Small reward for trapping your opponent. The point values push teams toward aggressive play, but still give them backup options so the game keeps moving and decisions are constant. Now the core engine of the NFL, the downs system. The offense gets 4 downs or attempts to move the ball at least 10 yards forward. If they succeed, the count resets and they get another set of 4 downs. If they fail, they usually have to kick the ball away and the other team's offense comes on. Why 10 yards and 4 tries? Too many attempts would make it easy to score and remove tension. Too few would make a fence almost impossible. 10 yards is far enough to be a challenge, but close enough to be realistic. It creates a rhythm, small battles inside the larger war. Physics even appears in how the ball is spotted, and the concept of forward progress means the ball is marked where the runner's advance was finally stopped, not where defenders push him backward afterward. That matches real motion. Momentum carries a body forward until enough opposing force truly stops it, not when it is slowly pushed back. Psychologically, each down increases pressure. First down feels open and flexible. By third and fourth down, the brain shifts into threat mode. Heart rate rises, decisions must be faster, and the risk of mistakes increases. This tension is built into the math of the rule. Passing and movement rules. The forward pass is one of the most important rules in American football. On each play, the offense is allowed 1 forward pass, and it must be thrown from behind the line of scrimmage, the invisible line where the ball starts that play. Why only 1? And why behind that line, 1 forward pass keeps the game readable and prevents endless chaotic throwing backward and forward? Requiring the pass to start behind the line forces teams to set formations, protect the passer, and reveal intentions in a structured way. Catching the ball has strict conditions. To complete a catch, a player must control the ball and get 2 feet or another body part in bounds before going out or losing it. This separates skillful control from random deflections. The rule rewards precision, not lucky bounces. Before the play, the offense must stay mostly still. Only certain players can be in motion, and they cannot move toward the line at the snap. This prevents one team from gaining an unfair speed advantage by sprinting at full speed before anyone else moves. In scientific terms, the snap is a synchronized start signal. Both sides react to the same stimulus at nearly the same time, keeping the experiment fair. An NFL game is divided into 4 quarters, with a play clock limiting how long the offense has to start each play, and a game clock that constantly ticks down. Each team also gets a limited number of timeouts to stop the clock. Time pressure changes how the brain works. Studies of decision-making under time limits show that as time shrinks, people rely more on habits and less on slow, logical reasoning. In football, that means players under a ticking clock lean on practice and muscle memory. Timeouts are like hitting pause on a stressful test. Coaches use them to slow the heart rate of the team, give the brain a few extra seconds to plan, and disrupt the rhythm of the opponent. Late in the game, every second becomes a resource. Good quarterbacks become field managers, constantly trading time, field position, and risk. Safety rules, brain and impact science. Modern NFL rules heavily focus on safety. No hits to the head and neck of defenseless players, no helmet-to-helmet contact, and extra protection for quarterbacks and receivers in vulnerable positions. The science is clear. The brain floats in fluid inside the skull. When the head stops suddenly but the brain keeps moving, it can crash into the skull and cause a concussion, a temporary injury that changes brain function, mood, and reaction time. Repeated impacts over years can lead to serious long-term brain disease. Data showed that some plays, like certain types of kickoff returns, produced a much higher share of concussions than others. In response, the NFL changed formations and rules to reduce high-speed collisions. This is applied biomechanics, adjust rules to reduce dangerous forces while still keeping the core of the game alive. So, is NFL football chaos? Not really. Beneath the noise, there is a tight system of measurements, limits, and incentives. The field is a grid. The downs are a structured experiment in progress. The clock is a psychological pressure tool, and the safety rules are built on real brain and impact science. You're not just watching athletes. You're watching physics, biology, and psychology collide in real time. If you want a part 2, breaking down specific plays or penalties with more science, tell it in the comments.